Yeah. I guess you can say key and stuff too.
We'll just say it to me.
Yeah, we can say it.
Dude, I came up with this like out.
I feel like it's bad though, because she's saying
She's not even here.
Wait, Dom's first? Oh, start out strong. Here we go.
Alright, well, I mean, Neel's sitting in the hot chair, so I mean, I'd like to first acknowledge Neel for all his amazing accomplishments on the team. Being the first to always cut you off while cutting. Never knowing when to cut, and best of all, when he's ace. I don't know how many times this guy will look at me as a handler when I'm holding the disc and be like, Dom, do I go now? Dom, do I go now?
Wait,
Dom, do I go
Neel's
now?
an ace?
And I'd be like, you know what, Josh, this is your problem now. Josh, take it. I don't want to see it. But in all seriousness, Neel's a great player, and with that comes a great deal of irresponsibility. Inability to look anywhere when you have the disc but deep, or the fact that when you still, at this point, don't know when you are called in the cup and know, quite honestly, what the fuck to do. How many times I call Neel in the cup and he'd be like, whoa, what am I doing here? But, I mean, honestly, someone's coming.
Thank you.
But I mean, in all seriousness, I don't know the amount of times I've probably argued him with on the line, and maybe if you devoted some of that attention, you would have been probably a better decision maker, and your throwing ability. Jokes aside, I mean, Neel's been a great player. I've enjoyed every second playing with him these past couple of semesters. It's been so fun. I don't know how many times he's probably bailed me out personally. So, I mean, thank you so much for your time on the team, and good luck in the future.
Yeah, Dom. Oh, let's go, Dom. Who's next? Who's going for Neel?
I'll go.
Yeah.
Alright, so my first impressions of Neel, I think he didn't show up to the first 2 practices. So I saw him in the second week, and I was like, oh, I thought he was a new guy. And then what I saw was that he kind of seemed selfish, and he kind of seemed like do whatever he wanted to do. And as the season progressed, I found out that was actually true. However, I did find out that Neel puts his heart on the line every single time he's on the line. That he goes out there and he plays his hardest, no matter it's his last game or his last point that he'll ever play. But hopefully that will never be the case.
Yeah. Who's next? Yeah.
I mean, first off, there's not much to say. Your better half's not here, Jose, so.
Oh, shit. Goddamn.
But yeah, I mean, it's fun. You're a great player, and I love it. I love your passion, and you're even talking shit to your own teammates on the side. And then you'll go in and fumble. Yeah, but no, I mean, jokes aside, I think you're a great guy. I love the passion you're always laying out. I see you and I'm like, damn, I want to be better. I want to play better. And I would have taken that Chico beating for you anytime.
All right, Jack.
I got some.
Whose friend is that?
Oh, he's got a notebook too?
What? I have a +1.
Who's this guy?
So I remember Neel's first practice last semester. Was it last semester?
Fall.
Yeah, last semester. And he didn't talk at all the entire practice. And then we were going through the drills. He just was kind of learning. And then we got into a scrimmage. And this man did the wildest catch I've ever seen wide open in the end zone. It was one of those things where he didn't have to dive at all, but he did just do it. I was like, okay, this guy's cool. But he's one of those guys, I love him talking shit on the sideline, even if it's not needed. If somebody calls a foul, Neel's talking shit no matter what. And we're like, no, it was actually a foul. He's like, no, you're weak, bro. But in all honesty, Neel's one of those guys I see on my line, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a fun point.
Yeah. Ralph. Let's see it, Ralph. Caleb's got it.
I think I only knew this Neel semester. We never really formally met at Spikeball, but I saw you playing Spikeball and stuff. Oh, yeah. I was like, oh, this guy's cool. Small and fast. I was like, some similarities,
Whoa.
Coming into Chico, I mean, it's already been touched on, but I was like, this guy's good, but this guy's such a bad attitude. I was like, bro. But then also like because of like the nature of Chico, I had a lot of fun like talking shit.
Yeah,
Not even like about the other team, about like us. Like talking shit about like our own teammates.
Bring the rose.
But every yo, chill, too nice, man. All I'm just saying, again, like it's already been mentioned, but like when you are on, like I'm excited for you to go on, and like I'll like even advocate for you to go on. So that way, hopefully, you'll have less of a bad attitude when you're not. But yeah, like the dedication, the equipment, the layouts, the jump timing, like I'm excited to play Winter League with you.
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah.
Yeah.
There you go, dude. Where's the
Too nice of a
rose?
guy. Get his ass, Ted! Get him!
International! Bad words in your
So
language.
I met Neel at Spikeball too, and I saw him like doing layouts even during the game. And then we found out, it was like the first Frisbee player from the school I found out. I was like, if he's the average player here, there could be like a decent team. Yeah.
That was a roast for us.
God damn. Senior roast on our roast. Come on.
And then anytime we are together on the line, we usually talk like strategy. It doesn't matter if you're offense or defense. You always like decide we're doing burst stack, host stack, or what type of defense. And after a decider, I'm almost like raising my hand. Neel comes to me and is like, 70.
That's a fact.
Just like during the alumni game, it was like 4 points where you just like show us, I'll take my route, just see me in the end. And it's true, if I need him, I can send him, but not from the first round.
Okay, okay.
Little nod, little nod.
We're being too nice.
I know, we're being way too nice.
you.
Oh, fuck.
He needs to get this out.
This is pent up. This is pent up.
You guys gotta love Neel's intensity, right? Man never backs down. He's never seen an opponent he wasn't willing to tackle or a bad call he wasn't willing to make. And then immediately get pissed off when the other team did the exact same thing. Like, it's not a foul, I punch it, it's the ear, it's not even part of the face. You're like, yo, that guy was looking at me and I think we should call that. No idea, I told him like only 100 times, all right, you can't just like run through the stack. I got it. Boom! Tackles this guy. No, he wasn't there, so there's no pick. It's no pick, he's on the ground. But it comes from intensity. I mean, Neel is nothing but intense. You know, whether he is, running all out to lay out for something he could have caught by just beating the disc, or screaming at his teammates on the sideline for doing exactly what he just did. But seriously, it's been incredible having someone on the team who I know is going balls to balls every time, who I can call out when I say, hey, we need this fucking D, I need you to be in that guy's pocket, can you do it? And Neel, that guy doesn't get any space to breathe. Does he get fouled? Probably a little bit. Is that probably what we need to force the turn? Probably. So, we're definitely going to miss you, and we hope to see you beating up somebody on this team at the next alumni game.
Nah.
Also, that's why I'm going to be on the alumni team again. I'm not trying to get my
Last couple rows, so like, get through the seat.
Are you going, Banquet? Are you going?
Whoa.
Hey, he's got a no card too.
I can start off by making a drunk stepdad joke about Neel, because he only shows up to see us on the weekends for tournaments and bar trips, after weekly trips out to Vegas. But nah, that'd be a little too predictable, right?
Yeah, too much. Too predictable.
Too predictable.
Come on now.
I mean, Neel is just one of those guys where he acts like he either came back from hitting a couple lines for the pregame, or he looks a little too relaxed because, like Charles, after he took a couple of Raph's edibles.
Yeah.
At one point, he'll be completely horizontal to the ground for a layout D, and then the next point, he'll be posting something on hella random on Instagram with his feet kicked up on the sideline.
Yeah.
We can all admit Neel works hella hard and puts in about 65% effort most of the time. Tell me why after 2 years of playing, the most memorable thing about Neel is his ground bounce flicks.
Yeah.
I mean, he seems so nice on the outside, but all of a sudden a switch comes on and he'll be shit talking to you on like a whole different personal level. Like he'll talk about like how your barber fucked you up bad. Or he'll tell you that your outfit colors they look terrible. I mean, he doesn't show up much, but like when he does, you could really feel and appreciate his presence. Neel pushes you to work really hard and to really never lose a single point ever. Your layout Ds were historic, and everything you dedicated to this team will always be appreciated. Thank you, Neel. Looking forward to seeing you at SJSU.
Teddy. As tradition, I go last.
He's always actually good at roasting.
Thank you. The check will come after the banquet.
Oh God. Why is the check?
I don't know. We'll see. I have a pedigree of roasting, much like yourself. Only I came ill prepared, but at least I showed up.
Oh.
Goddamn. I've known you
We'll get there.
back since last year, and I gotta say that your game's never changed. Well, Coach always gives out awards for most improved, but like when you compete at such a high level, I mean, there's nowhere to go up. You're already at your ceiling, man. Layout D's left and right. When you were laying out left and right at Chico, and everyone was like, dude, that's their D guy. And then you never showed up again. I was like, Neel could have had a great season. He could have an all-time season. He could have rivaled Raph for like.
Why am I getting named?
For being lost and rough, Neel on the side.
Wait, what? I missed it.
Yeah, that check you might bounce.
I think that you have an incredible determination, as other people said, and I'm just blessed that I never had to hear you chewing me out. Honestly, probably because I didn't think I was worth the time to you.
I talk shit about you. No, don't worry. He's like, no, he's gonna be like, take my seat.
It's either that, or you're too short that it couldn't make all the way up to my ears.
Alright.
As someone who's 5'6", hydration like.
The D lines definitely won't be as big loaded with as much D as it could have been with you out there. And for that, we'll truly miss you. Thanks for everything.
Speech.
4 years.
Super senior. Well, I have another class next semester, so I'm going to be playing.
What?
No.
You're lying.
How many units?
What?
Jack 2.0.
Oh, I was joking.
Oh, man. No.
I want to say thank you. I think aside of Frisbee, I think I met a lot of people that I get along with outside of Frisbee. I can trust, I can rely on. And I think really joining Frisbee, I was dragged into it initially, but I think I really met a family here. And even though I'm graduating, I'll still be out of the practices. And I think one thing I want to leave you guys with is always leave it all out there and never hold anything back.
Yeah.